scheduled meeting this morning with the ECIDA to get approval for a $4 million expansion to my I2R plant. This will create 20 new jobs over the next 3 years. The meeting went well and the project has been approved. The reason for the press conference was to announce I will be on the ballot in the special election for Congress in the 26th District on May 24th. I say this with a high degree of certainty, for today we will file 12,015 petition signatures, and this is the 5 volumes of 12,015 signatures. Only 3,500 good signatures are required. 2 cars in convoy will deliver the petitions to Albany this afternoon. I want to thank everyone who signed my petitions. And I want to thank everyone who carried my petitions. They went out in good and bad weather, and over the last 12 days it has been bad weather. Thank you, thank you, thank you, carriers. The large quantity of signers shows the voter disgust with the undemocratic backroom choices of candidates of the 2 major political parties. Both parties favor outsourcing jobs and factories. I do not. In the special election on May 24th, the voters will have a choice. When elected, I will change the course of economic history in the United States. Your children need me. Thank you for coming.
Jack, how much do you estimate you're going to spend in this race?
I estimate I will spend $3 million of my own money. I will not take PAC money. I will not take money from anybody. I will not be beholden to anybody, and I will not be influenced by anybody.
A lot of people are going to say you're going to be a spoiler in this race. What's your response?
I'm going to be the winner in this race, and that'll spoil their days.
And in terms of your philosophy, you've run as a Democrat. You tried to run as a Republican this time.
Yeah.
What is your political philosophy?
My political philosophy is I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and not to a political party. Both parties have it wrong. They are destroying America, and that's why I have to go to Washington.
But you've run as a Democrat, and this year you wanted to run as a Republican.
Sure.
So clearly, back then, you didn't think the parties were so bad.
I didn't understand the question.
You said both parties are destroying
Yes.
America.
Okay.
You've run with the Democratic endorsement.
Yeah.
This time you tried to get the Republican endorsement. If the parties are so bad, then why did you seek
Say
their
that I had
endorsement?
hopes, like many here and the many that will be listening to us. They know that, I don't know if I want to say that, like many believe that you need a major party to win an election. Okay, so when I talked to Len Lanahan, I'd recently been thrown out of the Cheney meeting and escorted out of the room. That I'd spent $2,000 to attend, and so I left the Republican Party for that reason. And the Democrats supported it, and the unions were supporting me then, and I came darn close in '06 to winning the election. Although it's, and I criticized, you lost, 3 times. Well, when you're running in a Democrat in this district and it's a 27,000 majority, you have a pretty good chance of losing every time. And I came very close to winning. But I had a disagreement with the unions on the card check, and other people thought they could win because I did so well. So I didn't have the Democratic support in '08.
Okay, but
then we'll go to the Republicans, and I rejoined the Republican Party. Chris Lee and I were working together, trying to get something done in Washington about the free trade agreements. And then when I lost to Chris Lee, I said, "Wow, I hadn't planned on running again, but I am driven. I am on a mission. I will devote the rest of my life to saving jobs, farms, and industries.
Okay, but my question was, you basically say that the two-party system is ruining America. You
Yes.
were part and parcel of that system, accepting their endorsements
Yes.
in the past.
If you followed my campaigns at all, I wasn't listening to the party leaders. Okay, I've been on this mission since '03, and the party that was closest to my beliefs, and they supported me fine. When they didn't support me, that was all right too. That's why we're here today. They didn't support me. I'm still on this mission, and it's so important to the United States that somebody like myself stands up and does what's right and fights for the American women, the working men and women of America.
We believe in redemption and forgiveness. If the parties had chosen Jack, they had a chance to redeem themselves.
There you
They didn't
go.
do it, so it's time for something
Right
else.
on.
Just
Other-
Yeah, go ahead.
a couple
Keep
of
going.
issue-related questions.
Sure.
Where do you stand on the president's health care plan?
I think it's too expensive. I don't think our country can afford it. I think it should be recalled, or repealed, not recalled.
And how about Afghanistan? People are saying there should be a date certain to get out.
That was a mistake to go there, and we should bring our troops home as soon as possible.
Any other questions? Scott, any other questions?
I don't think so.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I got